So right now, there is one story that is shaking many people across Nigeria, and it's about this hot statement flying around where some northern youth boldly said, Nigeria belongs to the north and nobody can stop Sharia law. That kind of statement, my people, is the type that makes people pause and say, wait, what exactly is going on again in this country? And as we break it down, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our updates as they drop. All right? Now let's face the matter. The whole thing started with certain northern youth groups who came out strongly to defend the idea of Sharia law, saying it's part of their culture and their way of life. But what made people talk more was that strong phrase, Nigeria belongs to the north. Immediately that came out, it scattered the internet space. Many people from the south, especially from the Yoruba and Igbo communities, started reacting, saying, how can one region claim ownership of the entire country? And you can't really blame them because that statement touched deep. If you look at the history of Nigeria, there has always been this kind of argument about dominance, who controls power, who leads, who decides how the country moves. So when this northern youth said that nobody can stop Sharia law, it was not just about religion. It sounded like a message of control, of saying, we decide how things should go. And that's why it triggered mixed reactions from different corners. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe while watching because this gist is still long and you will not want to miss what's coming next. Now, to understand where all this is coming from, you need to know that Sharia law has existed in northern Nigeria for many years, especially since the early 2000s, when many states in the north adopted it officially. For people in that region, it is not something new. They see it as their moral and cultural foundation. But the problem always comes when people start suggesting that Sharia should extend beyond the north to places like the southwest or the southeast. That's when tension rises. Just recently, youth groups in the southwest reacted strongly when there was talk about introducing Sharia arbitration or courts in their region. The Yoruba youth made it clear that their culture is different, their beliefs are different, and they won't allow any foreign law to take root in their land. They said they have their own values and systems of justice. So you can see that this whole conversation about Sharia law is not only about religion, it's about culture, control, and identity. And if you are still watching, please click the like button now and subscribe. That small action helps us keep bringing you fresh gist like this every day. Now, when those northern youth said Nigeria belongs to the north, let's be honest, it was not the first time we've heard words like that. Over the years, there have been statements suggesting that the North plays the biggest role in Nigeria's unity, economy, and leadership. Some people in the North believe they have sacrificed a lot to keep Nigeria together, especially during and after the Civil War. But at the same time, people from the South and East feel that kind of talk is unfair because every region has contributed something big to the country. So when one side says we own it, the others feel disrespected. The truth is, Nigeria is supposed to belong to everyone, north, south, east, and west. Every tribe, every religion, every language makes up the story of this country. And when one part starts to sound like the owner, it shakes the unity of the nation. So when that headline went viral, it was not just news. It was a spark that brought back the old argument, who truly owns Nigeria? And that's why we're seeing this strong reaction from people all over social media. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm reminding you because it really helps the channel grow and keeps us bringing you real-time updates like this. Now let's go deeper into what the northern youth might have meant. Some of them argued that when they say Nigeria belongs to the north, they're not trying to claim ownership, but to say that the north has always stood by the unity of the country, provided the majority of population and political leaders, and therefore feel is entitled to have a strong say in national decisions. They also insist that Sharia law is a personal and moral system for their people and should not be seen as a threat to anyone else. But you see, that explanation does not calm people's minds because the way it sounds is different from how it's meant. When people hear belongs, they think of control, not contribution. And that's why some Yoruba and Igbo groups are pushing back, saying no part of Nigeria can claim monopoly over the other. Everyone is equal in the federation, and this is where the discussion keeps getting interesting. Please, if you are enjoying this talk, take 1 second and click the like button. It costs nothing but helps a lot. And if you've not subscribed yet, please do so, because what I'm about to say next will open your eyes more. Many analysts say that these kinds of statements are dangerous, especially at a time when the country is already divided along ethnic and religious lines. It is like pouring fuel into a fire that is already burning quietly. The North and South have been trying to understand each other for decades, but each time it feels like progress is being made, something like this happens and reminds everyone that old wounds are still there. Some political watchers believe that these statements are not accidental. They might be linked to deeper political moves ahead of future elections. Because when politicians want to mobilize support, they often play with emotion, religion, tribe, region, just to gather people behind them. So while youth are the ones making these statements now, some people believe they are being influenced by bigger political forces who want to use them as voices to test public reaction. That's why it's very important for young people in all regions to be wise. Instead of being used to promote division, they should push for unity and fairness. If you agree, click that like button now and tell us what you think in the comment section below. And let's also be honest, many Nigerians are tired of this same old North versus South debate. People just want peace, jobs, light, security, and a government that works for everyone. But these controversial statements keep pulling attention away from the real problems. Imagine if youth from all regions decided to work together for better schools, roads, hospitals, and electricity. Nigeria would move faster than ever before. But instead, too many energy goes into who owns the country or whose law should dominate. Still watching? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It means a lot. Now, some leaders from the North have tried to calm the situation, saying that the statements of a few youth do not represent the entire region. They say there are extremists on all sides who talk too much but don't understand the effect of their words. And that's true. Sometimes people make emotional statements without realizing how deeply it can affect others. Nigeria is a very sensitive country. One wrong word can cause misunderstanding. That's why leaders need to educate their youth about how to express their cultural or religious pride without insulting others. From the southern side, the call is simple. Respect our diversity. They're saying, we respect your belief in Sharia, but please keep it where it works for you. Don't try to extend it to places where people follow different faiths or traditions. That's all. And honestly, that sounds fair. Nobody wants to fight about religion again. People just want mutual respect and peace. But there's still one big question hanging. What happens next? Will this issue just fade away, or will it grow into another national debate? From the look of things, it's already trending. People are making videos, posts, and long threads online. Some are defending, some are condemning. And as usual, politicians are quiet because they don't want to lose supporters. But the truth remains. Nigeria can never move forward if one side keeps claiming ownership of the whole nation. If you're watching right now, please like this video and subscribe. It really encourages us to keep giving you these full breakdowns of what's happening across the country. At the end of the day, whether North or South, Christian or Muslim, everyone is still dealing with the same challenges. Inflation, insecurity, poor education, and unemployment. These problems don't care about religion or tribe. So instead of fighting about who owns Nigeria, maybe it's time to talk about who is ready to fix it.